Hallmark stars Alison Sweeney, Lacey Chabert, and Autumn Reeser made an incredible team in the first and second, The Wedding Veil trilogy. Moreover, they were such a great team that Sweeney would love to do a Hallmark holiday movie with her two friends. Meanwhile, Alison isn't ruling out more movies in the Wedding Veil franchise itself. Speaking to Us Weekly about the future of the Wedding Veil movies, Alison Sweeney said, "I've heard so many times that there was a conversation about there is more to come, and I would love to be a part of it." Meanwhile, Sweeney recently starred in the Hallmark mystery movie, One Bad Apple, a Hannah Swenson mystery, but now she isn't ruling out the possibility that all three stars are aiming for more adventures. "We certainly, as actors, pitched Hallmark, like our ideas for what could go next," Sweeney explained. "I'm always hopeful that there could be more." Back in 2022, Sweeney, Chabert, and Reeser starred together in 3 The Wedding Veil romantic comedies, where they were working towards being brides-to-be. The following year, the 3 actresses returned for 3 more related movies, this time revealing the different phases of their relationship. When Sweeney was asked whether she and her co-stars would reunite for a Hallmark holiday movie, she exclaimed, "Oh my gosh, how fun would that be? I would love that." So far, there has been no hint of yet another trio of movies in the Wedding Veil franchise. However, Sweeney has been busy. Over the weekend, she starred in her 4th Hannah Swenson mystery movie, with a new leading man, Victor Webster. She reprised his character as a baker/amateur sleuth, Hannah Swenson. Meanwhile, the Hallmark star told Us Weekly that she is in the planning stages for her next holiday movie, saying, "The last couple I did were a little more on the fantastical, magical Christmas thing. My idea for the next one, I definitely want to do a much more comedic Christmas movie." Sweeney brought up Lacey Chabert's 2022 Christmas hit, Haul Out the Holly, and its sequel in 2023, Haul Out the Holly, lit up as examples of what she is looking for. Alison said that those movies were hilarious and so much fun that it made her a little jealous, adding, "I have to make that happen." Moreover, Sweeney is also dabbling with the idea of a realistic family Christmas movie, adding something more in line with what families really deal with, a kind of, not dark comedy, but wry, sincere family experience at Christmas. Moreover, the Hallmark star teased that she does have some ideas and pitches for Hallmark about making that happen. Naturally, as soon as there is any news about a new Christmas movie, starring Alison, Lacey, and Autumn, we will let readers know. Shannon Coley's One Bad Apple, a Hannah Swenson mystery, stars Alison Sweeney, Victor Webster, and Maitreya Scarewinner. The story revolves around Hannah Swenson, who witnesses a particular crime and has a knack for getting into trouble most of the time. In such a way, one of the teachers in the high school where she teaches gets killed, and Hannah decides to find the killer herself. The film feels unnecessarily long, even though it is only 84 minutes because of its weak plot and predictable plotline. It is a disappointing watch after all, no matter how hard the cast tries to set things right. The film starts with Hannah buying groceries for her class, as she is a cooking teacher in a course recently introduced inside the college premises. She finds an apple with a knife stabbed into it. She wonders where it came from. Anyway, later, we see Hannah teaching the students how to make the perfect dessert using apples, while Bradford Ramsey, the English teacher, introduces himself. He is the one who helped Hannah to set up the cooking class for the betterment of the students. Bradford seems to be very interested in dating Hannah. Meanwhile, we see Willa, one of the students in the class, seems to have a crush on Bradford. Anyway, Bradford proposes doing a class together combining literature with cooking about how food is used as a metaphor in different novels and poems. Later, Hannah discovers that her mother has become a private detective, helping women in marriage or relationships. She is hired by Stacey Ramsey, Bradford's ex-wife. When Hannah goes to have dinner with Norman, her best friend, She sees Bradford comforting Stacy in the restroom. She also sees Willa there, but she is not in the state to make any conversation as Hannah sees her crying, and she is on her way out of the restaurant. Hannah thinks that Bradford and Stacy are getting along. However, later, from her mother, she learns that Stacy thinks that her boyfriend is cheating on her. Subsequently, Hannah meets with Chad Norton, the county prosecutor for Lake Eden District. He is prosecuting the case against Ken Purvis, and since Hannah is one of the eyewitnesses, he tells her the rules and regulations. Soon after, Hannah sees Tim Pearson, Bradford's Tay, who is inviting everyone to a party at his place. As Bradford and Hannah finally are able to conduct the class together, the students are really excited to see what they have to offer. The class starts off on a good note, but suddenly, Hannah observes Bradford being rude to Tim Pearson, and he leaves the classroom. Bradford comes back, and when he tries to cook something, Hannah smells some kind of gas. She immediately asks everyone to duck, and an explosion takes place inside the classroom. It was a kind of kitchen explosion, so everyone was safe, and due to Hannah's instant improvisation, no one was injured. Police get involved in the matter, and Bradford comes to the confectionery, where Hannah works to see if she is all right. Bradford meets with Norman for the first time. He thinks that Hannah and Norman are together. When Hannah clears out his misconception, he continues flirting with her in front of Norman. Hannah decides to text Bradford, saying that she needs to meet him. Hannah is not really interested right now in dating Bradford, so she wants to say this in person. Bradford texts Hannah that he is free, so she goes to meet him in his office. But when she reaches there, she finds Bradford lying dead on the floor. A knife is stuck on his back. Hannah does not understand what to do as she finds herself at a crime scene, once again right after the Ken Purvis case. Detective Lonnie and Chad Norton come to investigate the crime scene when Lonnie tells the prosecutor that there may be a link between the explosion in the classroom and the murder of Bradford. Hannah tells them that Bradford had a reputation for being a tough grader and students sort of dislike him. Chad seems to be uninterested in what Hannah has to say as he leaves the scene quite early.